was the youngest ever SPL entrant, just under 16 years of age. Scored 3 goals last season as well. And of course, Ilhan Fandi, who is the son of Fandi Ahmad. Oh, and that's a good opening here. The shot was blocked from Christian Krajcek. You can just hear, no foul, don't concede anything in and around the area. Already trying to put the pressure on here, Balestier Khalsa. Charles tried to clear, there is a foul on Joel Chu. The problem is they're not really being able to, at the moment, string more than a couple of passes together. They just need some possession on the ball. Balestier will just try to hurry them and put some pressure themselves. Here's Danish. Clever little touch on as they come forward here. Young Lions. Karim Nadim has to go back. Here's the ball in from Shahrul Sazali on that left back. He loves that left back role. Loves to get forward. Back to Harris Stewart. Lovely interchange of passes. Defensive duties done well there by Ensar Bruncevic. Ryan Stewart has really grown into that role, hasn't he, as a full-back. Sometimes used as an attacking mid as well. He's played a number of different roles. The first corner, perhaps surprisingly for some, goes to Young Lions. Nice take from Zaiful Nizam. He's launched that quickly, looking for Shime Zuzul. Shino helping out there. Stewart. Back to Ridwan here. And so with a powerful clearance, a little bit too much on that. Never easy in the first game of the season. It's a bit of a loosener at times. Even if you're involved in pre-season friendlies, of which most of these clubs haven't really had that sort of opportunity because of COVID-19. At least you're getting a good runabout, but yeah, without that, it's just a little bit harder, isn't it? It's like that with every club right now, with all the restrictions. Here's Harris Stewart, who sometimes just sit back and screen in front of the 4, and they've lost the ball there. Ryan. Hasman could have released that ball a little bit earlier. It was a nice run through the middle there from Shime Zuzul. Here's Aidil. One thing you know about Young Lions is they're not overawed by situations. They don't mind getting stuck in. Looks like they're going to attempt something of a long throw here from Krajcek. Not much on it, but it should fall loosely. What a wonderful save that is. Ridwan tipping that over. That was goal bound. And the first real chance of the game Falls to Balestier Khalsa, right on the edge of the area. Well, it sat up nicely for Hazwan, didn't it? And a good save there from Ridwan. Referee's just seen a little bit of push, is going to sort that out. Not the greatest of corners, I'm afraid, from Krajcek. Still alive there. Yeah, just puts up his hand in acknowledgement. Christian Krajcek could have done better, should have done better. Entering the third season now. It's the only team, Balestier, to have retained all 4 of their signings. Oh, he's got round his man here. Oh, he's screwed that wide, Shimezuzu. But a little too easy for him. Already ratcheting up the pressure here. Balestier Khalsa. Nice little header on from Shuhei Hoshino. These two sides met on the opening day of the season in 2019, and Balestier ran out 4-1 winners that day. They'd dearly love a start like that, wouldn't they? Remember, we've had 2 games already on the opening day yesterday with 10 goals scored. A thrilling 3-3 between Lion City Sailors and Tampines Rovers, and Albrechts Nagata victorious over Hougang United 3-1. Nicely done there by Harris Stewart to his brother. That's a poor cross. Final third has just let them down a little bit. Young Lions, they don't get that many opportunities, so they've got to make the most of them. Pretty much playing a 4-5-1 with Joel Chu leading the line. Trying to flood that midfield. Is there too much on their ball? Yeah, I think it's going to be on this surface. Shimezuzu knows it's not going to hold. It's a new surface, remember, as well. We were just saying earlier that this has been relayed. So this is only the second competitive match we played on it after yesterday's 3-3. Lion City Sailors using this ground, while Bishan Stadium gets a bit of a revamp. Just no let-up, is there, at the moment from Balestier. Lovely ball through to Sharul. Too much on it. Ilhan doesn't stop it. Sharul is down, by the way. Can he get the ball in? Are they going to put the ball out of play? Sharul went down there. Clutching, I think it's his ankle. There was a handball in it anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. Well, not a good start. First game of the season, you don't want to be in that kind of position already. All action display already from both sides. It's Balestier Khalsa who started off the bright of the two. Sharul should be fine. They just lack the firepower at the moment, don't they? A bit of cutting edge up front. That was the attempt earlier from Kairin. Samani Zamri on that right-hand side, of course, he was with Albrecht Nagata previously. Good experience for him. He's usually one of the 2 Singaporean starters that they had. Ball up to Hoshino. Krychek couldn't quite keep it down. Slides it through. And Ridwan comes off his line very quickly. Good work from the goalkeeper. It's the right kind of idea, wasn't it, from Krychek? But again, on this ground, not quite holding up. Kairin. Sharul, who looks okay now. Back to his skipper, Danish. Just trying to maybe slow it down a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Joel Chu looking up and finding Zamani with a great ball. Ilhan's waiting if they can get the ball to him. He's bundled it in. At the far post, the flag stays down. There was a bit of hesitation. And Ilhan Fundi gets the opening goal after a little bit of pressure up the other end. Wonderful ball from Joel Chu. Zamani Zamri. That's a great ball. And I tell you what, there's a bit of an inquest going on right now in the Balestier players. Zaiful Nizam quickly calling his players together. The captain not happy. He's delighted though. And Ilhan, the famous number 17 shirt, on the scoreboard once again. What a bit of a turnaround, because these first 30 minutes have been pretty much all Balestier. We were just wondering about the cutting edge up front. Well, when you talk about Afandi and cutting edge, they always pretty synonymous, aren't they? Now, there will be quite the response you expect from this Balestier side, who will be stung by that. And I don't think it was clear on your screens because we were showing the replays, but I can tell you, Zaiful Nizam was not happy, and he called his players together. I think that was a good captaincy move to have a quick chat before the ball was placed in the center circle to kick off and restart. And that will do them a world of good. That's a ball game. Joel Chu's pulling some nice strings there. I think he's been given a little bit of a role, Joel Chu. He can play in central midfield, can go further up top. It looked to be at one point that he was going to lead the line. I think that's going to be Ilhan now all the way. Marko Kraljevic, by the way, is furious with his side. There's a corner here for Balestier. The last one we had was not so good, was it, from Christian Krychek? Remember, that was a good save earlier made by Ridwan. Zamani. Well, that tells you the story of the game so far. If you look in the bottom corner, it's been all Balestier with 4 attempts. And just the one so far. Can they keep it in? Stewart gets across. Oh, that almost made it in. Sure, he didn't mean to do that. It might have caught Zaiful by surprise, but he handled it well. There was a little too much on that ball. He did so well to get onto it, Stewart. But it is certainly not over the line. They are threatening now, aren't they? It will be a bit of a smash and grab at times. They will soak up the pressure, try to hit on the counter. Yeah, Harris will sort of flit. He sometimes goes from a 4-1-4-1 to a 4-5-1. Joel Chu has been given a little bit more freedom. Krychek, now Hoshino. They're not sparing themselves on these challenges. Ryan Stewart, Joel Chu, surely a foul by Krychek. Yeah, they need that response, don't they, at the moment? Balestier, Khalsa. Now Chu. Here's Danish. Sharul. Back to Sharul. Just holding onto the ball a little bit more now. Good passing, lovely quick movement. Joel Chu. Just too much on that. Kamani has just come onto this left-hand side for a bit. That's good, they're just keeping everyone thinking, and Kyron has gone over to the right. Why not try something a little different? That keeps your opposition constantly having to think and then re-strategize when you're inverting and your wide players. Oh, mistake there. Ilhan thought about the shot. He was caught in two minds. Here's Krychek. He's been under pressure from Stewart. Now has one. Oh, there's almost a fumble there from Ridwan. He's done okay in the end. All right, I tell you what, the pace of this game is really tremendous. Kyron. So it's just to slow it down a bit. No foul. Trying to hold on to the ball. Arish Kumar loses it. Now Chu. Again, similar sort of ball that he played out wide earlier. This is Kyron. Yeah, he telegraphed that one, and Arish saw what was going to happen. Well, he felt he was fouled there, Zuzul. Bit of manhandling going on from Said Akmal, perhaps. Amir to Zamani. Got to say, since they've conceded that goal, obviously there has been a little effect at the back of Balestier. It's just become just a bit tentative. Oh, very good work on that byline. Did that go out of play? Shahrul Sazali, he is causing problems when he's running at players. Yeah, maybe just going out of play there. At the moment, it is Young Lions who are showing a bit more of a threat going forward than Balestier Khalsa. Here's Uzul. He's just cut a bit of a frustrated figure at the moment. There's a really nice challenge on him from Harris. Arish Kumar, too much on that for Shuhei Hoshino. There's a lot of work to do here for Zamani Zamri. Stewart, seeing Joel Chu. Can he deliver the ball to the box? Krychak is there, he's aware. They can't get out of their third at the moment, Balestier Khalsa. Good pressure from Young Lions, much, much better. Can tell you there are also goals in the other match. Geelong International against Tanjung Pagar. It's 1-1 at the moment. Goals been flying in, haven't they, already this season? Good to see. Not sure the coaches would necessarily agree with that. Oshino's done well. He saw the keeper well off his line. Thought he'd try something a little spectacular. About will be very happy with what he's seen so far. Here's Ilhan. Yeah, that scoreline I just told you about was Geelong who took the lead and Tanjung Pagar have equalised. Here's Danish. They're doing the right thing here by just trying to control the tempo of this game here, Young Lions. They don't want Balestier to get on top of them or to try and dominate and just sit back. It's quite often the MO of this of a Young Lions side, but here we see now, as the game has grown, they're the ones trying to just control the tempo as much as they can. Here's Amir Hakim up against his old teammates. This will, of course, be always a bit special. Here's Kairin looking for Ilhan. And now Sharul. Joel Chu making a nice little run, but ball doesn't get to him. Arish Kumar trying to play that up towards Zuzul, who's got very close attentions from Danish. That's a wonderful, wonderful challenge from Danish. He timed that to perfection, had to get that absolutely right. Zuzul has apparently hurt himself here. Have another look at this. A lot of arms flying around, but he's got the ball. That is an excellent challenge. In case there was any doubt, here you go again. A couple of rolls as well from the Croat. Not going to change anyone's mind. To be fair, he didn't really appeal for a penalty. We will have the water break now. And these 25 minutes have just flown by so far. I think Marko Kraljevic is going to have a few things to say, shall we? Let's assume. Let's just remind you of the goal. It's a wonderful ball from Joel Chu to Zamani Zamri, who waited and waited. Look at that ball in. Absolute perfection into that far post. Ilhan Fandi sliding in. He had to put enough weight on it to get past the defenders. He looked around, didn't he, Ilhan, just to check from the officials. The flag stayed down, and it stood. Right, we have a corner, if you recall that wonderful tackle challenge from the skipper, Danish Irfan, on Shime Zuzul. That's a bit of an awkward punch from the goalkeeper. Back into the mix from Krajcek. Oh, and it was a good distance, wasn't it? Amir Hakim didn't really get a connection on it, did he? He looked to be in a good position. Hoshino felt he was fouled. It's a bit of a sheepish-looking Charles Azali there. Not a good punch from the keeper that kept the danger still going then. Amir Hakim was in a really good position there. Needed some kind of touch. And the keeper didn't do himself any favors. Now, was there a foul here? It seemed to be Hoshino more than anything else. Ilhan. Zuzul will not get there. They're always looking to him, aren't they? And sometimes that may be just a little too telegraphed. Quite clear for the defenders, knowing that whenever they can, they're quite quickly trying to transition up to Shime Zuzul. He's got the power, but so far he hasn't got the better of these young line defenders. Now Krajcek here tries to go for the long throw. Yeah, not much more height than that than anything else, and flicked on by Hoshino, easy for Ridwan. He looks up for his options. Decides to just take his time a little bit. Fair enough. Wasn't too much out there for him. Gareth low with the header. Here's Harris. Now Joel Chu. Ryan Stewart. Maybe one touch too many, but it's okay. Ah, it's follow through from Ryan Stewart on Gareth. Let him down there. Well, right now you can hear Kraljevic barking out something in Croat, I think it would be, to Shime Zuzul. Yes, Harris Stewart. Oh, what a ball that is. Kyrin, can he get it across? And he just seemed to run out of steam. That's a delightful ball from Harris Stewart. Forward by Hoshino. Here's Aidil. Is that a foul? It is from Ryan Stewart. There is no let-up in this game at the moment. Terrific pace about it. Yeah, it was clumsy, wasn't it, from Stewart? Crowded out once again. And now there are numbers here for Young Lions if they can take advantage. Zamani Zamri. Joel Chu, nice little quick pass into the feet of Amir. Not sure the aerial route is going to help them too much today. And you look at some of the defenders of Balestier Khalsa, they're huge in comparison. Here's Arish. His pass is cut out. He has another chance here. Shuhei Hoshino. That wasn't the right ball, was it? Oh, important there for Harris, and there seemed to be a foul on him. Well, they were a real threat in the first 10 minutes or so, Balestier Khalsa, but they've just seemed a bit bereft of ideas. This was, you could see what the attempt was there. what he was just trying to do. Shimizu was always a bit frustrated, isn't he? And we've got this almost a 4-3-3 going, with Christian Krajicek just behind the front two. Yeah, that voice you can hear is Marko Kraljevic. Here's Bruncevic, finding Hoshino. Sees the run of Hazwan, who will not get there. Oh, and it's a bit of a spill here from Ridwan. He's got to be careful. Was he taken down? The flag has gone up, and that is really careless from Ridwan. And he didn't need to do that. I'm afraid I have to say, in real time, you could almost see what was going to happen next. And Ridwan perhaps should have just thought about getting back towards his goal. First of all, careless from him here. It was a simple take, and you knew what was going to happen next. Immediately, Hazwan gets between the keeper and the ball. You know what he's going to do as soon as there's a touch on him, and it's a penalty. And immediately he points to the official. And this is a lifeline, really a gift to Balestier Khalsa. And it's the man who was brought down who is going to take the spot kick. Hazwan Halim. A chance here to make it 1-1. Can he redeem himself here, Ridwan? No, he can't. And Balestier draw level with, I have to say, a very, very soft goal. Well, they should be kicking themselves after all the fine work they did earlier. Hazwan, no issues putting that one away. And they have to do it all over again, young Lions. Sometimes you just wonder about what goes through the minds of goalkeepers when the easier option might have just been to get back, because Hazwan was going away from the goal at the time. You could just see what was going to happen. And just about 10 minutes, 11 minutes before half-time. That's perfect for Balestier Khalsa. Remember, they hadn't really fashioned any kind of opportunity since they conceded. This will give them a massive boost. I think it's Hoshino who's down at the moment. Slowly picking himself up. Man who was top scorer 2018 season for Albirex Niigata. He should be a little happier now, you think? Hazwan now trying to create more problems. He lifts that over the goalkeeper, and oh dear. That's a bit of a mistake as well from Syed Akmal. I just wonder whether now we saw Balestier Khalsa's defence go a little bit nervy after conceding. We're seeing the same now with young Lions. No real rush to take this, Hazwan. I have to say, very, very pleasant conditions here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. It's nice and cool, a little bit of a breeze. Contrast that yesterday, it was a very wet, stormy day. Delayed kickoffs everywhere. Ilhan trying to help out at the back. Krajicek attempted a long throw in earlier, was too much air on that one. Don't think he's quite going to do the same here, is he? Joel Chu. Currently serving national service, was previously with Japanese Rovers. It's a bit of a tussle here. I think it's Hoshino and Ilhan here. I think you can just see what Ilhan is saying. There was there an elbow from Ensa? Right, let's see if there's going to be a better throw this time from Krajcek. Again, they're aiming for the flick on. This will be cleared by Sharul. Ilhan did his job there. Play continues. Kairin storming forward here. It's a lot on that ball. Should be able to keep it in though. From Amir. Irish is going to get hauled up here. He's got to be careful of his reaction. Yeah, a bit of grappling going on, but you can see why he might be a little annoyed by that. Opportunity to get some of the big guns up top here for the young Lions on this set piece. Oh, looking for the flick on from Harris at the near post. Didn't quite materialize. Sharul. Now Harris. Just getting in each other's way, but trying to be perhaps a little too cute there, Kairin. Christian Krajcek feels there was a foul on him. Referee not impressed. I think he was kind of looking for that one, wasn't he? Ryan Stewart. I remember a little while ago they were just trying to slow it down and control the tempo, as we said. Managed to do that for quite some time, young Lions. Zuzul has gone wide here and he's offside, Hoshino. The frustration, I have to say at the moment, the bulk of the frustration seems to be emanating from the Balestier side rather than from young Lions. Kairin is okay. A lot of talent, this young man. A lot of people pegging him to be the breakout star in the SPL. Waiting to come back on the pitch. He just was having some treatment earlier. Flicked on there by Ilhan. Again into that channel towards Zuzul. He's got Saad Akmal right on him. Back from Krajcek. Never really hit that with conviction. No foul there on Amir. Krajcek. Straight at the keeper. Sharul Sazali. Here's Amir. Again, there's good control about the way they are passing at the moment, Young Lions. Lovely ball over the top from Joel Chu. He's had some great passing today, Joel Chu. And Harris, can he force the cross? Adil, muscled off the ball. Really nicely done. Now Joel again. Oh, it's a great ball, and he's mistimed that header, Ilhan Fandi, excuse me. That was a delightful ball from Joel Chu, who's now got to a very good position again. He's making some excellent runs and passes. I think he's been one of the most impressive players on the pitch today. Well, what a chance that was for Ilhan Fandi. A free header, and he completely misjudged it. What a ball that was. Yeah, never really got the right contact. Now, what about the contact there on Ilhan Fandi? Couple minutes left in this first half. I think both sides will feel they could have added more on the scoreboard. Stewart. Karen wanted the ball. It's going to fall to Sharul. Here's Amir. Now Ilhan. Joel. He's going to go for goals. A lovely chip forward. Oh, that was a cheeky little ball. He was feinting to shoot and then dinked it up towards Ilhan. Clever play from Joel Chu. But just a little too much on it, and all he could do was just flick it towards the goalkeeper, Ilhan. I'm not sure even he thought that was coming to him. But my oh my, Joel Chu has caught the eye in this half. Up to Zuzul, who's been very closely attended to, shall we say, today. So he's just had not too much joy. Harris. Bashino just trying to nod that on to Hazwan, finds Zuzul. Bashino, that's a great goal. He calls it past Ridwan. And just on the stroke of 45 minutes, Balestier Khalsa take the lead with a finely taken goal from Shuhei Hoshino. Quick thinking there from Hazwan. No one at all near Hoshino. And he was free to make that shot. He took it so well. Yeah, they all got sucked in, didn't they, around Zuzul. And no one was near Hoshino. He scored 4 goals last season, so he'll be delighted with that. That's a bit of a sucker punch, isn't it, for Young Lions after all the great work they've been doing. Stewart, nice ball into his path from his brother. Oh, and well, was he maybe looking for that one? Ahmad Akasha's unmoved. He's ruled it out, not even a free kick. Because there might have been a question of whether that was just outside the box. 3 minutes of out of time. We've had about a minute and a half. Let's have another look at this. I tell you what, did look like Aidil might have brought him down, but it was outside the box anyway. No foul given whatsoever. Well, that halftime talk is certainly going to change a little bit, I'm sure, now for both coaches with that late goal. It's given Balestier Khalsa the lead. Remember, as I mentioned, the last time these two sides met was on the opening day of the season, sorry, was on at the start of the 2019 season. That ended 4-1. We also must add that Young Lions failed to keep a clean sheet last season in their 14 matches. It was a shortened season, of course, because of COVID-19, and, well, they've conceded 2 here already. One certainly a very soft goal. The other one, fine shot from Shuhei Hoshino. Last few seconds of this half. And that should be it, really, for this first half. Well, referee Ahmad Akasha blows time for the first 45, which has been entertaining start to finish, a tremendous pace about this game. Balestier Khalsa started ever so well, put the pressure on, drew a fine save from the goalkeeper, and then all of a sudden Ilhan Fandi popped up at the far post after a fine move started by Joel Chu, and he put in a cross from Zamani Zamri. Balestier Khalsa was shell-shocked, got a very soft penalty after a mistake from Ridwan. Hazwan scored that, and then Shuhei Hoshino with a fine finish means at halftime here at the Jalan Besar Stadium, it's Young Lions 1, Balestier Khalsa 2. Welcome back to Jalan Besar Stadium. It's half-time here in the match between Young Lions and Balestier Khalsa. 2-1 is the score. We've had lots of action from that first half. Let's show you some of the highlights from what has been an entertaining 45 minutes. And it started off with Balestier, all the pressure. That's a lovely shot from Hazwan, which drew a great save from Ridwan. Wonderful reactions from the keeper. Unfortunately, he would not cover himself with glory a little bit later. But at that point, it was an impressive save. And it was all Balestier at this point. Shimezuzul got round his man, but screwed the shot wide. Getting past Danish, who's otherwise kept him fairly quiet, I have to say. Both Chandra defenders have done a fairly decent job there. Then this move, Joel Chu spotting the run of Zamani Zamri, and then he waited this pass superbly for Ilhan to put it in. A little bit against the run of play. This was in the 13th minute. And a stunning lead there for Young Lions. And a good goal from Ilhan Fandi. It's a great ball in, isn't it, from Zamani. Had to get enough pace on that ball to get across to his striker. Well, they continued to cause problems, didn't they? The Young Lions, they were pushing and pushing. This was Harris Stewart with actually not meaning to make that a shot. Just a desperate attempt to get the ball across. And Zaiful Nizam doing well to get a hand on it. But they did find space, they did find some joy going forward. And then all of a sudden, this mistake from Ridwan. It's a soft one, didn't gather the ball. And then as soon as Hazwan put himself between the keeper and the ball, you knew exactly what was going to happen next. Despite all his protestations, it was always going to be a penalty. But here, when you look at this, it was an easy take for the goalkeeper. Wasn't under too much pressure. And Hazwan, very clever. He knew what was going to happen next. Put himself between the ball and the goalkeeper. And then, not a problem with the spot kick. Not a great way, I'm afraid, to concede. And disappointing from the goalkeeper. Balestier had not really offered very much after they conceded that first goal. But then, of course, that gave them a little bit of encouragement. Nice thinking here from Hazwan. Rolling the ball across to Hoshino. And he took that so well. Curling it past Ridwan. And he really had no chance there. But all the players just getting sucked in when Zuzul had the ball, leaving Hoshino free. And that was just before the end of the first half. So let's have a look then at the stats from the first half here at Jalan Besar Stadium. 10 shots Balestier Khalsa have had, 5 on target, but they've only scored 2 goals. And while they may not look particularly impressive, Young Lions, I think they have been pretty good in the final third. They have to test Zaiful Nizam more, though. Now, remember, there's another match going on at the same time at our Tampines Sub. Geylang International are playing Tanjung Pagar United, who were basement boys last time round. Remember, Geylang International qualified for the AFC Cup. It's 1-1, with Geylang having taken the lead, and then Tanjung Pagar equalising soon after. And we'll keep abreast of that match too. For now, though, we'll take a short break. When we come back, it'll be the second half of this SPL match between Young Lions and Balestier Khalsa.
AIA Vitality. Your health is every choice you make. We are part of a global wellness program with over 1.65 million members in AIA across Asia. And in Singapore, we have more than 100,000 members on AIA Vitality. Members live healthier by knowing their health through online health assessments and screenings. They improve their health by logging exercises and enjoying the rewards to keep them going. And indeed, members are making improvements in their health. Even the vitality age gap has narrowed to less than a year. Best of all, you earn points for every activity. The higher your status, the greater the rewards, including up to 15% off insurance premium on selected AIA plans. To keep you going, there is the weekly fitness challenge with personalized targets to help pace and improve your fitness. When you complete the challenge, you get a spin on the Vitality Wheel to earn Vitality Coins, which you can use at the marketplace. That's not all. You also earn AIA Vitality Points for completing these activities. And very soon, you'll be on your way to Platinum status. And we sweeten the deal further with many exciting partner benefits that you can enjoy. With AIA Vitality, nothing gets better than a healthier you. So get onto AIA Vitality today because your health is every choice you make.
Welcome back to Jalan Besar Stadium as we await the start of the second half between Balestier, Khalsa and Young Lions. It's 2-1 at the moment to Balestier, who got their 2 goals in the final 10 minutes or so of that half. Hazwan Halim with a penalty and Shuhei Hoshino with a fine curled effort after Ilhan Fandi stunningly gave the Young Lions the lead with their pretty much their first attack. And that really buoyed them after that. They looked pretty good going forward, caused some problems. But just didn't test Zaiful Nizam enough. And we'll see if there's any kind of reaction from the halftime talk. Players have just started to make their way back onto the pitch. We're told there will be at least one change as far as Balestier are concerned. We're hearing that Aidil Johari has been replaced by Gautam Salvamani. We'll just confirm that for you shortly. Don't think there are any changes so far for Young Lions, and to be fair, you can understand why. They have actually played pretty well, haven't they? I might even feel aggrieved that they haven't done a little bit better in terms of the scoreline. And we have got confirmation of that change then. Gautam Salvamani is on for Aidil Johari. Now, Aidil was playing on the left side of midfield in that 4-3-3 formation, or a 4-3-1-2. Lots to say there, Zaiful Nizam, the experienced captain. Joel Chu there, I think he has been excellent so far. Probably the best player, the one that's caught the eye the most for Young Lions. The other one, good goal from Ilhan. Harris Stewart spreading some good passes and shielding that back four. The lights starting to come on here in Jalan Besar. So it does look like it's a straight swap then with Gautam Salvamani and Aidil, who's on the left side of that midfield. There's Ridwan, who unfortunately gave away a very soft penalty. Tussle for the ball. There's Ilhan. Now Joel Chu, yanked back by the referee, by Hoshino. Referee stops play. Cuts a slight figure, doesn't he, Joel Chu, but he really has been pulling the strings. Amir. Charles looks up for Harris Stewart. That has not gone out of play according to the officials. Amir. A lot of work to do there for Zamani Zamri. He's not going to get to the ball. Trying to put some pressure on Amir Hakim. Might have just brushed the hand there of Joel. He's done well to win the ball back. Ilhan, who was trying to slide it through to Joel. Flag has stayed down for Shimezuzulu, who took the ball well, but it was a little too much on it. And he was stopped in his tracks by Danish. Now, Bruncevic coming up for presumably another one of those throws. He'll try to flick it on, I suppose, from Krajcek. Will be the obvious one. He's got Ilhan on him, which is still a big difference in height, as you can probably see on your screen. Rather more languid start to the second half than we saw in the first, which was really frenetic. You might just hear Marko Kraljevic saying to his players, push up. Wants to play a higher line. Hoshino taking the shot! Oh, that's another wonderful goal! That sat up for him. And he's got that over Ridwan. And I just want to have another look at that on the replay because, well, we've got to see, could the goalkeeper have done better? This is how far off the line he was at that point, then retreating back. And he was caught in no man's land a little, wasn't he? That just gives you an idea. It just sat up beautifully for him, and it dipped at the perfect time. That's a really well-taken goal, but again, could and should the goalkeeper have let that in? Don't want to take anything away from the technique of the man they call Jumbo. Well, that is a huge goal. And now in a dominant position at the start of the second half, they are 3-1 up. Real problems here now for Young Lions. Zamani Zamri doesn't get to the ball. Two long-range efforts from Shuhei Hoshino, different type of shots. Now, they've given a free kick in Good area, and I think Marco is absolutely furious that has been conceded. Problem is that Young Lions don't have many attacking options on the bench. Might have a bit more creativity in Hami Shahin, perhaps. Might be a clash of heads as Arish clears that. And Fadli has gone down. I just wonder whether Filipao might just start to think about how he's going to force the issue here. Zuzul, there's an overlap here. Maybe too late now for Hazwan. Carelessly given away. Hazwan's done well. Oh, everything but the easy part. The shot not even on target. He wriggled his way through a few players there. And he'd be so disappointed not to at least tested Ridwan. Well, he did really well here. I thought maybe the pass could have been a bit quicker from Shimir Zuzul. A bit of luck there, but he got past a few players, and that would have been something quite special had he put that on target. There's Sharul. Up to Harris. Harris will just about get that out for a throw-in. Done well to clear their lines there. Christian Krychek, though, gives it away. Joel Chu hasn't quite had the same influence on the game that he did in the first half yet, early days. Amir, his pass is intercepted. Krychek, nice pass from him. Up towards Gareth, who wasn't brave enough. Harris. Now wide to Sharul. Now Kairin. Jolcha looks up and he sees a couple of options for him. Doesn't take the Zamani Zamri one. Just seemed to take his eye off the ball, Amir. Oh, that was Krychek with a bit of payback. He looked a bit frustrated in the first place with the earlier challenge. Yeah, he was aggressive there, Amir, and then just looked like he was not happy with that. Sharul. Oh, good ball in, Joel. Got to good position with that run. Saiful again, looking out towards Shimir Zuzul. Now Harris Stewart. Here's Zamani Zamri. I think he just preempted that one a little bit. Reinhard Stewart. Forward by Gareth Lowe. Looking for Shuhei Hoshino's on a hat-trick, remember. Looking for Zuzul. And that's good work there from Ridwan. Better offside anyway. Yeah, clearly offside, just ahead of the defenders. Bit of a heavy touch on, but they've managed to do well here, Young Lions. Zamani Zamri. There'll be an extra touch too many. He's waiting for some support. Excellent, excellent work from Amir. Oh, it's an open goal. Can they finish it? Yes, they can. Cool as you like. A mistake there, and Kairin, he makes no mistake. And they pull one back. It is game on again here. Well, that looked a bit of a speculative cross, I must say. And he just took an age, it seems, Aiful Nizam, to get to that. I think he thought his defender would get there first, Bruncevic, just coming across his line of vision. And it's the easiest finish that Kairin Nadim will ever have. And he's immediately looking at his defender there, Aiful Nizam. Wasn't happy at all with that. And they're right back in this. That's perfect response from Young Lions. Now, how are they going to push? Remember, there's plenty of time left in this match. And since that third went in, you've seen a good response there from the Young Lions. Kairin Nadim, still 16 years of age, doesn't turn 17 till May. Incredible. Youngest goal scorer in top flight football, Singapore. He's got a good future ahead of him. Nice ball slipped in here. Ryan Stewart. They're a little bit wobbly at the moment here. Harris is going to go for goal. And that screws that one wide. But they have got the momentum at the moment, Young Lions. And there's confidence running through this team, as we've seen really from the start. Six shots on target for Balestier, and you could say Young Lions have been clinical. Both their shots on target have resulted in goals. I think that was what we were saying earlier, was that they haven't really tested Aiful Nizam enough, but can't really criticize when they've got a couple of goals already. We've hit the hour mark. And so it'll be interesting to see if there are any further changes to be made. We've only had one so far. Up towards Shime Zuzul. Very, very close eye on him. It's been one of those days. Tell you what, there's no lack of exuberance and aggression in a good way. Amir is down. I think this is a little bit from something from earlier between Amir and Krajcek. Didn't really help himself, Amir, in this instance. Yeah, seems to be fine. That's good. Good opportunity for all these players to quickly get some fluids in. We'll play this out from the back here, Young Lions. Forward by Stewart. Nice little flick on from Joel Chu to Ilhan. Oh, and it's a great ball out to Kyrin now. Can he just cut inside to take the shot? He's taken a couple of deflections along the way. Are they saying handball? I'm not sure about that one. It's a corner, but that looked a well-crafted attack. Wonderful ball again from Joel Chu into Kyrin. Now, let's have a look. There was a shout for a handball. I've got to say, I didn't see that. But immediate reaction, when you see something like that, maybe this angle will give us a better idea. I've got to say, I can't see that. Bruncevic, I think they were pointing at for the handball. But it was an instantaneous reaction. That often gives the story away a little bit. Again, such a well-crafted attack. Now, maybe here. I still can't. I'm being told reliably that it did hit the hand. There was a case for handball by my producers, who've had about 7 looks at it, which is why the referee hasn't given the decision. It was that hard. But again, I will say the instantaneous reaction of the players often tells you the story. Not an easy decision perhaps from where the referee was. Okay, maybe we have it on this angle. Maybe. But I appreciate the efforts being made to give you a better idea of what the players, the Young Lions players, saw. But if we've had about 5 or 6 different looks at it and the referee was a bit further away, then you can understand why it may not have been that clear. Anyway, let's not take anything away from the attack, the way it was crafted out. Very slick movement and passing. Once again, Joel Chu at the center of it all. And now I think what you're seeing now, Balestier Khalsa are just trying to, they're now the ones trying to slow down the tempo. They're a bit concerned about the momentum that Young Lions have. Here's Krajcek. He's had a bit of a running battle with Amir. These two have been at each other's throats, but good to see that they are not really showing too much ill will towards each other. I think they appreciate the graft on the pitch. This is a fine, fine game, and it continues the tradition that we've seen so far. I say tradition, it's only 1 day old, but there have been goals aplenty across the SPL, and it's been some good football played. It bodes well for the season ahead. It's easy for the keeper. The ball in from Salvamani. Haven't seen too much of Gautam Salvamani. Well, they've got themselves out of trouble here a little bit, Young Lions. Ilhan, that looks like a foul on him from Krajcek. I have to say, there is something about this Young Lions unit. They are looking pretty good at the moment. And I think they're going to cause a number of upsets, and they're going to be ruffling a few feathers this campaign. Is that onside? The flag has stayed down. That's a good run from Zamani Zamri. And he just couldn't get to the ball. And they've just got to watch that line. Sometimes they push up quite high, Balestier. Still a lot of time in this game to try and affect some change to the scoreline. Well, we're going to have the first change here for Young Lions. Zamani is being replaced by Daniel Go. Who has just signed on for this from this season onwards. I think Zamani's had a very good match. Suzu got something on it. Here's Hoshino. Now Stewart. Well, he was caught unawares there, Harris, but he's they're okay. They've made up for it. Nicely done by Ilhan. Here's Daniel Go's first contribution. And a change now. Faisal Rafi is coming on. That's to replace Arish Kumar. Formerly with Warriors. Can play a number of different roles. I think here, generally, to hold on to things. He was sort of screening, wasn't he? Arish in front of the four. So 2 changes so far for Balestier Khalsa, 1 for Young Lions. Joel Chu standing over the ball, along with Shahrus Hazali. "20 minutes left in this game." Easy one for Zaiful. Drinks breaks, and an opportunity for both coaches to get some messages across now as to what they want done in these final 20. I'm not sure that Young Lions want the break. They've got that momentum. Looking good right now. Reminder of the other game that's going on at the moment. But before that, let's have a look at the couple of goals we've had in this first half, and that's a beautiful shot, isn't it? Dipping over the goalkeeper. Could he have perhaps been a little bit more aware? He was sort of caught out in no man's land, but it is still a wonderfully taken shot from Shuhei Hoshino. And they bounce back well here, though. Young Lions with Khairi Nadim, an easy finish after a bit of a mix-up between Zaiful Nizam and Ensar Bruncevic. And there have been chances since then for Young Lions. Hoshino goes down. He's just taking his time to get up. It really has been a... Well, first of all, there's been a lot of fouls, but it's also just been very intensely contested. Here's a new man in, Faisal Rafi. He's just sitting at the moment in front of that defence. Forward by Amir Hakim. Shime Zuzul. Are we going to have another long-range effort? Oh, lovely ball in. Wonderful pass from Hoshino into the path of Shime Zuzul. Well, he's hit it the wrong side of the post. He appreciates the pass in from his teammate. Slid that in towards him. Just rushed into his shot. I've got to say that the two central defenders today, Danish and Said Akmal, have kept Shime Zuzul fairly quiet, apart from turning his man once. I think there's going to be another change from Young Lions shortly. There's Krajcek. Gets past Hazwan, who's a bit frustrated with that. That touch from Danish. Krajcek. Up towards Zuzul for once. Doesn't have the attentions of the central defenders right on him. Said Akmal. Now Danish, Irfan. Ball over the top for Daniel Go. Can he get it across? And perhaps he should have delivered that earlier instead of waiting. I don't think he had too much support. I mean, okay, he might have a bit of cramp here. Marko Kraljevic is not happy. Now, I just wonder whether he might have done something a bit earlier there, Daniel Go. I think they're going to have to make the change. Amir Hakim. They're asking Amir Hakim to go down so that, of course, they have to then wait for the change. And that will just delay proceedings so they can get a man on. Also, I think they're going to, Young Lions are about to make a change. Danish Qayyum is going to come on for Karim Nadim. We're waiting for confirmation of that one, I think. But they just perhaps look to change their mind. Akil Yazid, under-23 player, is going to come on for another under-23 player, Amir Hakim. Still precarious, isn't it, for Balestier? And I'm not sure that's a change they would have wanted to make, because they still have a forward in Joshua D'Souza if they needed a goal. So that young Lions change has not been made yet with Karim Nadim. We thought he was going to come on. Hasn't happened yet. Salvamani saying that was his throw-in, and the referee agreeing. So we've had that change then. Akil Yazid, who's of much slighter build than Amir Hakim, goes into central defence. I think looks like he's going to swap with Bruncevic, who's now gone into the left side of central defence. Okay, I think now the Young Lions change is going to be made shortly, the one that we talked about earlier, with Danish Qayyum coming on shortly. New signing this season, Danish Qayyum. Well, it's taking off Joel Chu instead of Karim Nadim. I think Joel Chu has been absolutely brilliant for Young Lions, certainly in the attacking sense. Pulling all the strings, all the best moves have involved him. Yeah, I think these stoppages have not really helped the flow of the game, particularly in the second half, particularly in the last 15 minutes. Gies has one here with the free kick. Oh, and that looks another fumble from Ridwan. And they've got away with that, Young Lions. That looked like it could have been another goal. Just isn't looking confident in these sort of situations. And it was Hoshino who's denied the hat-trick. And that's because Harris was in the way. Now look at Bruncevic. They're going to aim for the big man. And again, it's a very unsure goalkeeper. He didn't take a clean catch. Perhaps he was slightly impeded. But he's not filling his team with confidence at the moment. There was no pressure on him there. I'm not sure that he needed to let go of the ball. Fadli Kamis coming in for that ball. We've just had a lot of fouls, haven't we? And it's the stop-start nature that's not helping with the rhythm of the game, unfortunately. Look at those shots. 14 for Balestier, 4 for Young Lions, but it's only 3-2. Still time in this, isn't it? Can't tell you that Jalan International have taken the lead against Tanjung Pagar. It's a yellow card there for Harris Stewart. Not happy with that. Well, he needs to have a much better free kick than that from Harris. Shahrus Azali trying to weave his way into the box. Still alive here for Young Lions. They've got a throw in. And the final change to be made. Ryan Stewart has got that yellow card he told you about. And Khairi Nadim is replaced by Hami Shahin, who's maybe a bit surprised that he's only coming in now. Singapore international, one of the few in this side. He's got a little bit of bite about him. He's a very creative player. He can create something here, and he does! His very first touch of the ball. Hami Shahin has been on the pitch for 10 seconds. What an inspired substitution from Filipao, and he's made it 3-3. He's literally just been on the pitch. He's got a cheeky look on his face, a bemused look, but a free header. Absolutely no one picking him up. That's far too easy. Flicked onto him. And that is absolute delight. Ilhan with the assist. And that, I tell you what, sets us up brilliantly for the last 6 minutes plus added time. And we have another 3-3 scoreline here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Will it remain that way? Well, it's been a superb game. It really has, apart from perhaps too many fouls in the last 15-20 minutes. But who will take back the 3 points? Here's Harris Stewart. Now Ilhan, that's too much for him. Gareth, that's a good ball up to Shuhei Hoshino. Now Gautam trying to whip that cross in. There's a player down. It's Amir. Remember, they've already made their 3 changes. I don't think either manager wants to settle. Remember, Young Lions generally are not just keen to get as many points as they can on the table. They're not necessarily looking for any titles or necessarily playing for spots. It's really about developing these players, but they have really shown what they can do. And that is really an innocuous shot from Gautam Salvamani. The thing with such a game like this is that no one wants to make a mistake, and Harris looks like he has. Christian Krajcek, here's Hazwan Halim. Oh, and at the time of asking, Ridwan, who's had not the best of times, pulls off an important save, kept himself large, and he's partially redeemed himself. And that was the overload there. Haswan will be kicking himself either side of the goalkeeper, and that surely would have been it. I was about to say that no one wants to make that mistake. It all becomes a bit tentative. Everyone's nervy now. Poor corner. That's the second one we've seen from Krajcek today. Now, trying to have a counter. Wonderful work. Oh, that's a poor touch. But they'll keep it. Oh, it's gone off play. And, yeah, poor touch from Danish Qayyum. He did so well to get there. Philippao's got some instructions here. Faisal Rafi. Zuzul misses that. Here's Gautam Salvamani. Now Faisal. Krajcek. Spectacular but offside. Or attempted spectacular from Zuzul. Well, they're trying to put the pressure back on here. Balestier Khalsa. Yeah, he was just a bit slow, wasn't he? In getting back on side. They haven't really tested the new man so much in the heart of defence. Akil Yazid. We're hearing there's going to be around 4 minutes or so of added time. Free kick now. They've got the likes of Fushino, Bruncevic and Zuzul can get on the end of this. Balestier Khalsa. Got something there, I think Faisal Rafi may have come off a Young Lions player. It's going to be a corner. The last corner was poor from Christian Krajcek. Confirmation then of that 4 minutes that we spoke about. It's taking a while here. The referee finally says the corner can go ahead. A run by Shimir Zuzul. Akil with a touch on. Fadli, sorry, and easy for Ridwan. Now Sharul. No, it's not a good ball from him. Hamish Shine has just moved inside a little bit. He seems to be the focal point at the moment, with Ilhan, excuse me, just behind him. It is at the moment all Balestier. Oh, that looked like a handball as well. Free kick just outside the area. Oh, Ryan Stewart. They're getting all the set pieces at the moment, Balestier. Can they hold on now? Still about 3 minutes or so of time to play. It's Fadli who's standing over the ball now. Now, what are they planning? Are we going to have a dramatic late winner here for Balestier Khalsa? And that sails over the crossbar. Just wonder now whether Young Lions are thinking, let's settle for this point. Or are we going to go for it? Couple minutes to go. I have a feeling they are going to go for it. And they've created enough, haven't they, today? As have Balestier, far more, in fact, but just haven't been clinical. Faisal. Here's Christian Krajcek. Just giving the ball away. A little bit careless. Oh, and that's right across the goalkeeper. Cleared off the line by Ryan Stewart. It's a bit nervy at the moment into the final minute for Young Lions. Here was Zuzul. Good work from him. He's worked very hard, but he's found it difficult today. It's a good ball in again, and oh, Faisal Rafi heads it over. And that probably is going to be it. We thought there might be one last opportunity for Young Lions. And I think they'll settle now, because it's been all in the last 7-8 minutes since the goal from Hami Shine. It's been pretty much Young Lions, Balestier who've gone for it. The referee says, get on with the kick. Might be one more opportunity. They're not going to risk it here. Zuzul. And now has one. We've had the 4 minutes. The referee's going to allow this to come on. Oh, it's a free chance! And the flag had gone up anyway for Christian Krajcek. And surely now Ahmad Akasha, I think he's just going to let the kick happen. No, he's not. Well, for the second day in a row, we have had a 6-goal thriller at the Jalan Besar Stadium. The conditions were very, very different, but the result is the same. Plenty of excitement and goals here. The Young Lions have drawn with Balestier Khalsa 3-3 in a very entertaining match. The two coaches, I think, will be pleased with certain things. I think at the back is where the work needs to be, certainly when your side is conceding 3. But Young Lions will be delighted that they are creating more opportunities than perhaps they normally do. And when we look back at the highlights, we'll tell you the story of this game. And remember, it was in this first half, it was Young Lions just stunningly took the lead. Wonderful cross from Zamani Zamri into the path of Ilhan Fandi after a great ball from Joel Chu. And that was in the 13th minute. Very, very good cross from Zamani. And Ilhan Fandi giving Young Lions the lead. Slightly against the run of play at that point. And then a terrible mistake from Ridwan, the Young Lions goalkeeper, who didn't gather the ball and then fouled Hazwan. I don't think there's any complaints about that penalty. Poor decision-making from him. Should have gathered the ball at this point. And then as soon as Hazwan put himself in front of the ball, you knew what was going to happen next. It was scripted, wasn't it? He could have just run back towards his goal, especially with Hazwan going away from goal, and an easy spot kick for the midfielder. And that made it 1-1 in the 34th minute. Remember, they hadn't really done anything since they conceded Balestier Khalsa. So this was a gift, and it put them right back in this match. And they started to get a bit more confidence back. And this was the second goal from Shuhei Hoshino. Wonderfully curled effort into that far corner. The defenders getting sucked into Shime Zuzul. He still had plenty of work to do, and he did a fine job scoring that goal. And he deals in a spectacular Shuhei Hoshino, because as we move into the second half, this was the opportunity that was set up for him by Zuzul. And he executed that brilliantly. The dip on it was perfect, though you have to question whether Ridwan was too far off his line and didn't get back quick enough, didn't anticipate. And he was flailing in the air. But a great, great bit of technique there from Shuhei Hoshino. And then not long after, a bit of a mix-up at the back here for Balestier Khalsa. Ball in from Stewart, Zaiful Nizam and Bruncevic. The communication not quite there. I think he would have got to that punch, you know. Zaiful Nizam and Bruncevic hadn't gotten in the way, and an easy finish for Kairi Nadim. They won't have an easier one than that. That made it 3-2, and Hami Shahin, who had literally just come on the pitch, been on there for 10 seconds, with an open goal with his header. Easy one for him. And it was the new defender in Akil who couldn't stop the header, the flick on from Ilhan. And it was a really, really good game. And we look at the stats of this match. Balestier will be wondering, 19 shots, 9 on target, but only 3 goals to show. And you can see that Young Lions will be happy. They were economical and clinical. All 3 shots on targets resulted in goals from their 5 shots. And all that matters at the end of the day is the scoreboard. It ends Young Lions 3, Balestier Khalsa 3. So let's go through the results of match day 1, the first weekend of the 2021 season. As I said, another 6-goal thriller here at Jalan Besar. Lion City Sailors up against Tampines Rovers, with Young Lion City 3-1 up at one stage. Tampines fighting back through goals there. Good work. And Albrechts Nagata beating Hougang United 3-1. Young Lions, of course, Balestier Khalsa we've just seen, and Gelang International have edged out Tanjung Pagar United. So where does that leave the standings then after the first round of matches? It's Albrechts who lead the way on goal difference ahead of Gelang International. Young Lions and Balestier Khalsa, of course, have that point each because they've both scored 3. And goals scored, of course, in their favour, as well as Lion City Sailors and Tampines Rovers. At the bottom, Tanjung Pagar and Hougang. Well, it's a busy time, isn't it, at the moment? And we are going to have one of just a few match days where there'll be all the teams playing. All 8 teams are in action. Starts from 7:45 p.m. It is actually going to be on the 17th of March, by the way, just to make sure that everyone is aware. Balestier Khalsa, Tampines Rovers, Tanjung Pagar take on Lion City Sailors, Hougang United host Gelang International, and Albrechts Nagata visit Young Lions right here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. So, hope you've enjoyed what's been a thrilling weekend here at Jalan Besar, and a very good weekend for the Singapore Premier League. We've enjoyed bringing it to you, and we look forward to seeing you in just a few days' time. From me, Shazad Haq, and the team here at the Jalan Besar Stadium, thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you again soon.